like 12 writers in the studio that don't add up to Drake.
However, one of the most underhanded moves was just about to happen just around the corner after Kanye West thought it would be funny to repay Drake by rapping this horrid track over Drake's beat.
Boopy scoop. Scoop
I remember that.
Whoop-de scoop de poop. Whoop-de scoop de whoop.
Now, as you hear from this track, you
hard,
can tell clearly.
We're not gonna sit up here and act like all these rappers ain't sitting there effing the same girls. You feel me? This ain't even no news. You feel me? Like, come on now. They just passing around the same girls. You know what I'm saying? Just like, what's that old girl? Lori Harvey. Woo-wee. I don't even know how a motherfucker can go on the red carpet with her acting like she the one. She was just with, you know what I'm saying? Wait, look, she know how to move around. And she do not let it get clamped down. You feel me? I think the boy that was hurt the hardest was Michael B. Jordan. That boy took it hard. Everybody else, yeah, it is what it is. On to the next one type. You know what I'm saying? What's poppin', GE? Gang, it's your boy Fushner, man. We back with another reaction video. Now check this out. We about to find out if Drake is the new Ja Rule. You feel me? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what 50 did to Ja Rule, ended his career type. Now they're trying to say Kendrick kind of ended Drake's. I don't know. Drake is worldwide, you know what I'm saying? But Kendrick did put a beat down on that boy. But before we get into this video, man, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for the #1 reaction channel for everything entertainment, for your eyes, for your ears. You feel me? Yeah, do that. And go ahead and share the video, man. If you like the video, you know what I'm saying? Then go ahead and like it. And so we get into that algorithm. We're on that 25K. You know what I'm saying? We're on that 25K subscriber grind, man. So I appreciate if you guys like the video, share the video, get that boy up to there. You know, we need about 3,500 more. We hit that 25K. We're going to do a giveaway, too. So, yeah. Be on the lookout for that. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get to this video, man. Let's find out, man, what's going on with Drizzy. What's going on with Drake, man? Let's find out the new Kendrick. You heard?
Now, you know what they say. You either die being the hero or you live just long enough to get the case of the beats put on you by Kendrick Lamar in a rap battle. And such would be the case for Drake. Drake is undoubtedly known as being an industry titan in the music game, with songs such as First Person Shooter, What's My Name, God's Plan, Work, One Dance, In My Feelings, Jimmy Cook, Nice for What, Hotline Bling. Drake was seeming as if he was unstoppable in the music game.
I thought he was.
Until he got the case of the beats put on him by Kendrick Lamar. In this video, I plan to showcase how Kendrick took Drake and made him a Ja Rule pack for the world to see. Drake is now the modern Ja Rule.
Come on, man, let me hear this shit tight.
The hip-hop civil war that just took place not too long ago between Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, and last but not least, someone we did not see this coming, Future, which they had many hits off of their debut collab album, What a Time to Be Alive. An interesting tidbit that may have started to tip things in the scales of going wrong between Future and Drake is the time where Drake wanted to show appreciation by giving Future bottles of champagne, which seemingly triggered Future, making him upset because he, quote unquote, needed publishing instead of champagne bottles.
He bought me a bottle of Louis XIII that I never opened up.
Wow.
Because of this story, and I'm like, man, I won't buy it. I need publishing.
Another indicator that there was
publishing way more expensive than that champagne, my guy.
Future had criticisms for Drake. Future had an interview with Billboard where Future would go on to say, Drake made an album that is full of hits, but it doesn't grab you. They are not possessive. They don't make you feel the way that I do. And this is what Future told Billboard. Directly after this, Drake had Future removed from his 2013 tour.
Oh, hater type.
Die down here. And fortunately, it does not. Drake would double down and
downhill from there.
This Future on a track with 21 Savage, and we both know 21 Savage and Future is from Atlanta. And guess who was one of the producers on this track where Drake dissed Future? Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin.
Now, the project that I speak of where Drake seemingly dissed Future is called More M's, and it's off of 21 Savage and Drake's collaborative project called Her Loss. Here's a clip of that.
Niggas ain't got love for the boys, so they fake it. Crack a couple jokes to some snake shit.
Now, as you can see, Drake seemingly takes shots at Future by saying these lines. Ain't got love for the boy, so they fake it. Crack a couple of jokes to on some snake. Now, Drake has a really bad rumor going around about him that he likes to sleep with other rappers' girls. To keep it a stack with you, Chad, Drake then piped a lot of rappers' girls. Allegedly. Actually, he could contribute majority of these beefs that I'm going to cover with Drake.
He for sure clapped Lil Wayne's. You know what I'm saying? He did that.
Another scathing line that could have referenced Future as well as swapping out for 21 Savage on the same track, More M's, is when Drake had decided to say,
hey, hold on. Didn't Drake do a song a long time ago and say if you did a diss song, you never get a reply for it? Now Drake's sitting up there replying to every diss that he getting. Ooh, how times have changed. You feel me?
Who did he trade? When Drake needed street credibility directly after the Meek Mill beef, he turned to Future. However, this time he did a collaborative project with 21 Savage. Another reason why this might all be over a woman is on Fear of Heights. Drake says, might take you on trips and he might have some hits, but baby, not more than me. He might be in the trap and order some new ones, but ain't throwing more than me. Now, we know Drake is known for throwing ones on these strippers. We know that Drake is seemingly out here piping all of these rappers' girls. However, Princess Diana and Future, there's a connection there. There's a young lady by the name of Princess Diana. Here's her Instagram picture right here. Now, is all of this a coincidence? I think not. Because seemingly directly after this, Drake is then spotted with the same Princess Diana. And coincidentally, directly after this, Future and Metro Boomin then make a song called, you guessed it, Princess Diana. Here's some lyrics from that project with Metro Boomin and Future. Just a sad hoe running through the crew type. Bunch of rich hoes get confused type. She ran her mouth cause I'm a boss type. Seemingly doubling down that, yes, Drake piped Future's girl. And another line to finish this whole Future and Drake saga off is when Drake has said, I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. Drake ain't that big in Tokyo, and there is seemingly a young woman by the name of Tokyo. Now, I would love to unpack this, but maybe there will be a part 2 if this video is successful. However, here's a picture of Tokyo. Now, moving on. Let's get into another beef that kind of hit.
Hold on. We're not going to sit up here and act like all these rappers ain't sitting there effing the same girls. You feel me? This ain't even no news. You feel me? Like, come on now. They just passing around the same girls. You know what I'm saying? Just like, what's that old girl? Lori Harvey. Ooh-wee. I don't even know how motherfuckers can go on the red carpet with her acting like she the one. She was just with... You know what I'm saying? Wait, she know how to move around. And she do not let it get clamped down. You feel me? I think the boy that was hurt the hardest was Michael B. Jordan. That boy took it hard. Everybody else, yeah, it is what it is. On to the next one type. You know what I'm saying?
Hit people left field, and some people kind of saw it coming, which is Drake versus A$AP Rocky. Now, when A$AP Rocky needed support early on, Drake was right there to show everybody, hey, this is the artist I'm listening to. This is what I'm into. And as you can see in this video right here,
I'm the only person that put on for me when I ain't have nobody was Drake. I'm talking about Drake was the first person to put on, like, before anybody. He didn't want to sign me. Yeah. He didn't want to. It was like, yo, that's raw talent, yo. Like, you got to shine, yo. I'm going to see to it.
You can see that A$AP Rocky has nothing but kind words to say about the Sixth God, Drizzy Drake. But where did it all go wrong? If you guessed women, you are 100% correct. It was over a woman, and it was none other than
do it every time.
Rihanna. By now, it should probably be very clear in most people's minds, if you're not living under a rock, Drake used to have a relationship with Rihanna, even admitted to sleeping with her. When Drake and Rihanna's relationship seemingly didn't work out, that's when the shots from Drake towards A$AP Rocky began. Drake didn't just take shots at A$AP Rocky, he also dissed Rihanna for many years as well, with lines such as, even if that Grammy, I still treat her like she's a nominee. I know you think it's funny that your ex is not a running back, but that ain't running back. And you tell me that you are done with that. And I believe it's true as long as you know who you belong to. And these disses will keep coming
like
towards
light-skinned
A$AP
shit.
Rocky and Rihanna's way. Now, with absolutely no response from A$AP Rocky in sight, Drake decided he wanted to double down, take off the subliminals, and go straight for the headshots with lines such as, I ain't pretty Flacco, this is Rocky, I'm anti, which was referring to Rihanna's last album in 2016. Drake seemingly was unhinged. We don't know what triggered him to consistently diss A$AP Rocky and Rihanna, besides the fact that Drake used to be in love with Rihanna. Other than that, that's all we have
in
on
love
that
with every
matter.
girl he with.
Now, moving forward, the next artist on our list that Drake got into a beef with is Kanye West. Now, the relationship between Drake and Kanye West has always kind of been a weird one. One minute, they're
has
friends. Next minute, they're
They
Naruto
not.
and Sasuke. They kind of have this rivalry. They're Goku
And the words of
and
Charles White,
Vegeta. And we don't
yeah.
seemingly know exactly where this may have all started, but we do have an idea. Now, there has been speculations that Kanye might have been trying to set Drake up to fail from the very start. Now, if you didn't know, Drake's major hit was Best I Ever Had. Right? Kanye West was also the director for the music video. Now, the video featured women wearing a lot of skimpy clothing, and there was a lot of jumping and things jumping with them, in which Drake got major criticisms early on of being very misogynistic, which is crazy because the idea of Drake now is that he's super soft and he's a super lover boy. Now, here's where things start to turn up a notch in their little rivalry that Kanye West and Drake had when Drake had a line off of the song I'm On One with DJ Khaled, where he says, it looks like the throne is up for the taking. Now watch me take it. Now, Kanye West was on stage where he had referenced this line and had said, watch the throne would have never happened if Drake didn't put that amount of pressure on him. Now, from that clip, you kind of get the idea that things are still lighthearted and they're not that serious. However, things quickly pick up. On the Life of Pablo tour, Kanye West would see himself taking numerous shots at Drake, calling him soft, saying, why is this man being played so much on radio, as you can see in this clip right here.
That's why every bar that Drake said
That math
means
does not
nothing
happen.
anymore on a drop and give me. I'm like drop and do Yo, raps don't mean.
It felt like Kanye was now taking the offensive while Drake was just kind of sort of there. Kanye West would then invite Drake out to his house in Wyoming, where Drake would write several songs, which you can see Kanye West right here admitting Drake helped write these songs.
I be having like 12 writers in the studio that don't add up to Drake.
However, one of the most underhanded moves was just about to happen just around the corner after Kanye West thought it would be funny to repay Drake by rapping this horrid track over Drake's beat.
Whoopie dee scoop. Scoop dee
I remember that.
whoop dee scoop dee poop. Whoop dee scoop dee scoop dee whoop.
Now, as you hear from this track,
Said
you
hard,
could tell
girl.
clearly Kanye West was just trolling and belittling Drake left and right. There was
Drake
even a point in
poopity,
time
scoopity, whoop,
right
whoop.
before Drake beefed with Pusha T where Kanye West added Drake to a group call, well, a group chat, and told Drake his career would never be the same. Seemingly just after that, Pusha T reveals to the world that Drake has a kid and that Drake is seemingly a deadbeat who's using his son Adonis for an Adidas promotion. Now, things seemed like they were cool when Jay Prince hopped in and helped the two settle their differences. However, as we know, Kanye made an appearance on the song Like That, which was a part of the civil war against Drake. Here's a clip of that.
That's what it is. But I did do this like that remix stuff.
Y'all so out of sight, out of mind. I can't even think of a Drake line.
Now, we are moving on to the next artist, which we don't got to make too much mention of it, which is Rick Ross. Now, I believe the beef stems with Drake and Rick Ross.
He had
because,
songs with all these
I mean,
people, and it
come
just
on,
went
bro.
south with a
Meek
lot of
Mill
these.
was Rick Ross artist, and we know that Drake is still smoking that pack. And there really wasn't much there. It was kind of like Rick Ross shooting for the moon. Like, you know, it felt kind of bad. I feel bad for Rick Ross. And honestly, I feel like Rick Ross only was going that hard with the Instagram rants and like trying to be very integral into this beef because Meek Mill probably was looking at him side-eye like, yo, Rick, you could rap too. And Drake is kind of out here killing me. And Meek is Rick Ross' number one artist.
Just
I
how
feel like
Meek
Rick
Mill
Ross
wanted
might
help
have
from
felt
goddamn
away
Nicki
all this
Minaj.
time. Another artist that had dissed Drake is The Weeknd. Now, The Weeknd comes out and he sings so eloquently a diss towards
You forget about
Drake,
a lot of
and
these
here's a
beats,
clip of
especially
that.
when Kendrick came through and did what he did.
Now, in this diss, you can hear The Weeknd say that at least I don't have leaks in my crew, which a lot of music from OVO has been leaked over the years. However, just recently, a whole bunch of music was released for a whole bunch of artists. And they say those hoes ain't loyal. Man, these engineers definitely aren't loyal.
Ain't loyal.
They'll sell your music in Discords. I've seen it live firsthand. Now, the beef with Drake and The Weeknd, what do you think that stems from? You guessed it.
A woman. The
Now,
punanis.
it was
the
always
punanis.
alleged that Drake might have piped The Weeknd's long-term girlfriend, Bella
gosh.
Hadid. However, Drake said that's not true. He said that all they did was lip lock, and The Weeknd has been pressed ever since. Just like with Kanye West, Drake and The Weeknd have been trading shots for a very, very, very long time. From issues stemming from when Drake allegedly wanted to sign The Weeknd to OVO, all the way to The Weeknd writing half of Take Care, all the way to the famous incident where Drake admits that he lip-locked with Bella Hadid. Now, lastly, the final boss round of all of this, Kendrick Lamar, the one that I feel turned Drake into a rule pack. We can pinpoint the exact moment where friction began between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, all down to this clip of the Control verse that Kendrick Lamar delivered.
You know what time it is, and that goes for Jamaica, Big Crit Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, J Electron, Tyler McMillan. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you.
Now, after Kendrick Lamar would rap this verse, Drake would then do an interview where he discussed the impact he felt the verse had. Drake always used to take shots at Kendrick Lamar and say that the only thing that Kendrick Lamar was good at was creating moments. And I'm not going to lie, up until this beef, I had to agree. One thing I always noticed with Kendrick is that he likes to pop out, say that he hates the way that the condition that hip hop is in, and then he disappears and pops back into his cocoon. And he only comes back out to say the things that he doesn't like and disappear. However, as tensions were high in this moment, things tend to die down, and you could see Drake on stage giving Kendrick his flowers. However, for whatever reason, Kendrick took this as a diss. Even though you could see Drake giving Kendrick Lamar love on his OVO Fest, Kendrick Lamar started to take subs at Drake immediately on songs like King Kunta, Dark Side, Slash Gone Wrong, Deep Water, and Kanye West even confirmed later on that they were still on bad terms with one another, even though Drake was giving Kendrick praises. However, the pivotal moment where the subliminal stopped and the direct started happening is when J. Cole named Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick as the big three.
Yeah.
After that, that's when Kendrick Lamar,
just Big Me.
Like That, released this.
I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Fuck the big three. Just big me, nigga. Boom.
It was that moment after Kendrick Lamar releases his verse for Like That where the beef was fully on and engaged.
On and popping, as they say. It's on and popping. Hey, man. Come on, Bruce Lee. Don't do it to him like that, boy.
Kendrick Lamar would combo Drake with so many memorable, quotable lines with, what is it, the braids? Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that the man is your father. Let me be honest. And lines like trying to strike a chord, but it's probably a minor. And other lines like, only you like to be famous. As we all know, Drake loves being a celebrity and loves getting praise. Other lines such as, I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. These lines had shook hip hop fans to their core. The
Whoa.
crazy thing about all of this is that most
Suicidal.
people just view not
I'm
like
gonna
us
be
as just a hit.
suicidal.
However, I view it much different.
Ah.
I view this as the final checkmate where Kendrick Lamar seemingly puts Drake in a box that if Drake tries to climb out of, he will look extremely weird and it will only look like he's only doing this after the beef with Kendrick. Such as lines like this: "You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you. This is the real
This is a big
challenge. You called
challenge.
Future when you didn't see the club. Lil Baby help you get your lingo up. 21 gave you false street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Quavo said you good from North Side. 2 Chainz said you good, but he lied.
He lied.
You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague. You
You a
colonizer."
colonizer.
Now, one of the things that Drake was known for was his diversity in music. However, Kendrick kind of pigeonholed him, put him in a corner, gave him the colonizer label, and it's going to be really tough to hear a Spanish Drake record now. It's going to be kind of tough to hear a UK Drake record now. It's kind of be tough to hear him hop on different waves and different scenes without it looking.
Oh, what
as
a little
he's
5-year-old Drake was a
colonizer.
man, my guy.
Another line that I feel that Kendrick Lamar put Drake into a weird corner is, "Yeah, you're the boy, but we ain't seen the man yet." And lines like taking shots at his fatherhood towards Adonis. These are lines that put you in a corner where if you're out seen in public doing fatherly duties, it now looks like you're only doing that because of Pusha T and Kendrick Lamar. When you try to do charity work, even though Drake has done tons of charity in the past, however, he's just never made it that public, it only looks like he's trying to be conscious because of Kendrick Lamar, especially after Kendrick Lamar was just seen right here in this clip giving a speech at community college in his hometown of Compton, California. I feel like a summation of all these artists using their star power, along with these lines from Kendrick Lamar, putting Drake in such a pigeonholed corner to where it's hard to fight out of. And now that Drake is from the beloved Canadian superstar that we all knew and loved to now just the butt of everyone's joke, I really feel that Kendrick made Drake a Ja Rule pack. A pack that Kendrick Lamar intends to keep smoking until the end of his days. Now that we unpack the modern day civil war that happened in hip hop, now we can unpack Ja Rule's civil war a little bit and compare the two. Now, Ja Rule was on the top of his game. Ja Rule had numerous hits such as Memorized, Living It Up,
the
New
J-Lo
York,
joint, Ashanti all through that
Ja
joint.
Rule at one point seemed seemingly unstoppable.
Yeah.
However, as things started to uprise for Ja Rule, he found himself in beef with 50 Cent. 50 Cent is the one that seemingly sparked this beef off with the track Your Life's on the Line, which bubbled up from a local hit to transpiring into a mainstream hit. Now, quickly after this, it leaves the realms of raps and starts to bubble over to the streets where 50 Cent and Ja Rule had to perform at the same nightclub. Now, the managers tried to sit Ja Rule and 50 Cent down in an Atlanta nightclub where they wanted them to work out their differences to put the beef behind them. Now, here's where Ja Rule made the mistake of having a bat in hand when talking to 50 Cent. Who in their right mind comes to a peace negotiation with a bat?
A damn bat.
Well, Ja Rule does.
That nigga was scared. Boy, 50 go put them paws on
funny
him.
movements towards 50 Cent. 50 Cent hauled off and just punched him. Fast forward, Ja Rule seemingly then catch 50 Cent lacking in Hit Factory, where he was working on his upcoming album. This brawl is where the alleged stabbing of 50 Cent occurs. After this occurs, 50 Cent goes to the hospital immediately. However, Ja Rule and Black Child was arrested. This is where the infamous claims of 50 Cent had put a restraining order on Ja Rule and Murder Inc. And that is true, but however, it wasn't 50 Cent who placed the restraining order. It was the NYPD. Things start to heat up from here, and then once 50 Cent is fully recovered, he quickly and swiftly signs a deal to Shady Aftermath. Yeah. From here, once 50 Cent joins Shady Aftermath, he drops his hits. Wanksta is a song seemingly making fun of a washed up, tired, has-been fake rapper that has a gangster persona. And guess who 50 Cent said was the inspiration of that record? You
Take a
guessed
guess.
it, Ja Rule. Now, during this time is where the tide started to shift, where Ja Rule was the mega superstar in the hip hop world, debuting with major Billboard hits. 50 Cent was then turning this all around and climbing rapidly, fastly,
Yes, Sirski.
thriving off of this beef with Ja Rule.
Going
50
crazy.
Cent's major project, Get Rich or Die Trying, released, and it did 837,000 copies, making its way to #1 on Billboard. Here's one of the plays that I feel Kendrick took out of the 50 Cent playbook: beating your enemy at thy own game. Ja Rule at that time was known as the Billboard guy, kind of like Drake. Ja Rule also had introduced the style of R&B and hip hop, where you would have Ja Rule not only rap some verses and lines, Ja Rule was also known for singing the hooks. Who do we also know that is known for this? Drake.
Yeah.
Now, one of Ja Rule's,
Oh
if
my
not
gosh.
Ja Rule's highest selling project, Rule 336, sold 276,000 copies, and it was certified 3 times platinum. However, that could not compare or come
what
close
50 did,
to
yeah.
50 Cent's 873,000 copies being sold. One of the major pivotal moments that showed Ja Rule's decline and weakening from the beef was when he released The Last Temptation, which had a total sales of 237,000 copies being sold.
That's the one with the
Even
Bobby
less
Brown in
than
that
his
joint.
last effort. This is when Ja Rule's appearance in the public started to take a dire twist. However, the mistakes would not end here. Ja Rule would then make the foolish mistake of dissing not only 50 Cent, however, he dissed Eminem and Busta Rhymes too. DMX even chimes in and starts taking.
My guy. That's where he truly effed up. You dissed Eminem, my guy, and he's definitely not gonna let it go. You thought 50 was gonna go crazy. Eminem is the guy that you do not want to get into a diss song, battle, rap, nothing with. Everything's off. You know what I'm saying? Eminem is that guy. That's where it went wrong. You know, Busta got his little. You know what I'm saying? 50 was already bad enough, but then you go and involve Eminem. That's lights out right there, my guy. That was lights out right there. No cap.
Taking shots at Ja Rule. However, let's unpack what made this civil war even begin. The civil war begins where Ja Rule takes shots at 50 Cent and Eminem and Busta Rhymes on a track called Loose Change. One of the most infamous lines that was just scathing, hot, and nasty was, you claim that your mom's a crackhead and Kim is a known slut. What's Haley gonna be when she grows up?
Who's your daughter?
Add all y'all niggas and Lil Mo, just one of them that ain't had a hot song and how long? Never. You're better off with it. Shut up, you claim your mother's a crackhead and Kim is a known slut. So what's Haley gonna be when she grows up? Murder. Y'all know what it is.
Oh my God. That line was so brutal, and I feel like it is so underrated. Was that track fire? Yes. At that time, that track was absolutely fire.
It was, though.
Was it enough to get the job done? Absolutely not. The same with Family Matters. I feel like Family Matters from Drake was absolutely fire. Was it enough to get the job done?
No.
I feel like Takeover from Jay-Z. Was that song absolutely fire? Was it enough to get the job done with Nas? No. From there, 50 Cent would then release a song with Busta Rhymes, Eminem, and he would go on to release Hail Mary, poking fun at the fact that Ja Rule had an affinity for Tupac. You know, much as us all that grew up in the early 90s, we all love Tupac. Now, the aftermath of this battle had boxed Ja Rule in. He could no longer carry on with this gangster persona.
Right.
He could no longer do those same love song hits because 50 Cent had tricked him. He pretty much pushed him out the game, tricked him out of the game. by getting him so derailed by making so many beef songs that 50 Cent even just started paying attention to him and started ignoring him. And with Ja Rule seemingly punching at air, he's missed the simple fact that people weren't tuning in to Ja Rule for diss tracks. They were tuning in to Ja Rule for his popish hip-hop / R&B songs.
Yeah.
Now, will Drake shift away from that? Only time will tell.
Come on, boy.
However,
You better
Drake
learn
is
there,
not put
boy.
into a box. Anytime he's seen out with Adonis, people are going to side-eye and be like, you're only doing that because of Pusha T and Kendrick.
That's cold.
Same with
to have that
Ja
attack you
Rule.
like that.
When people see Ja Rule try to slip back into his R&B and hip-hop bag, they're going to be like, it's kind of a little bit too late. When they see Ja Rule try to pop his, and act a little gangster, nah, you can't do that no more. 50 pulled your whole card. And the one thing that I find very interesting about history, and I have a feeling the same thing is going to be done to Drake. When all of this is said and done, it's not going to look like Drake got jumped, because a lot of people do not know that Ja Rule was jumped by some of the biggest names in the industry. It's going to look like it was just Kendrick Lamar that took him down himself.
100%.
Star power and
100%.
Of these artists no longer rocking with Drake.
Yeah.
I feel like Drake's career is inevitably hurt and potentially doomed. Hopefully, I am proven wrong. As time goes by and more is unpacked, we will cover that as that comes out as well. However, as it stands right now in current time, Drake went from the Canadian rapper
that shit get me every time, bro. I ain't gonna lie
to just a meme and rapping on parody records like this with Snow Day on Hey Delilah.
Walk on Delilah, no, I'm late cause there's bad traffic. I just showed my dog
That
a
ain't
Grammy, said he knows a man that slapped it. I'm so cheesed.
It is downright just sad and shameful and hard to watch. Now I leave you guys with this question. If you see Drake hop on a UK track, if you see Rasta Drake come back out, if you see Drake go into a basketball, soccer game, or whatever with Adonis, what's going to be the first thing that pops into your mind? Is it
Kendrick!
It's just Rasta Drake. It's just UK Drake. Or are you going to be thinking to yourself, I got language barriers. There ain't no accent you can sell me. When you see him with Adonis, are you going to think to yourself about the song where Kendrick seemingly makes a letter directly to Adonis? When you see him work with an Atlanta artist, are you going to think to yourself, well, there goes Drake being a colonizer again? Is the next time that you see Drake do a feature with Sexy Red, is the first thing that's going to pop into your head that line from Kendrick? I believe when you stand next to Sexy Red, you see two bad. I think you're getting the trend of what I'm getting at here. I believe Kendrick has done irreversible damage the same way that 50
Man, we're
Cent
gonna find out,
did
bro.
all those years ago. However, once again, when we revisit this, I guarantee you people will not remember Drake was jumped. They'll just remember the lyrical case of the beats
by
that Kendrick
K-Dot
gave
you know
Drake.
what I'm saying? That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was hard, bro. That was hard. All factual actuals. Ja Rule was at the top of this game. 50K doing chop that boy down. You know what I'm saying? He got jumped, but only people remember is 50 Cent. 50 Cent took him out. They don't remember the M. That's not like the Eminem, the Bust and Run, none of that. So it's the same with, you know what I'm saying, Drake. You got I can't even think of the goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? You got Drake with the Pusha T, the goddamn with the Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar. Y'all heard it, but nobody's gonna remember none of the other shit except for they not like us. They not like us. That's a rap. That's a rap. Now it's gonna be interesting to see what Drake comes back and do. Like, is he gonna get pushed in the back like Ja Rule where he can't come back? I don't know. Drake is a big, you know what I'm saying, and he got the whole Canada because he ain't from here. So I don't know if he's gonna go out like Ja Rule. But like you said, we're gonna that has yet to be seen. But I feel like Drake is gonna be okay. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But hey, check this out, man. If you enjoyed the video, man, if you enjoyed this reaction, go ahead and subscribe to the channel like right now. Like the video like right now. Give me in that pumping and jumping in that algorithm, please. Thank you kindly. You feel me? Go ahead and share the video to your mama, your homeboy, your cousin, your I mean? I know they ain't seen nothing like this before. #1 reaction channel on YouTube. We going there with it. We that confident. You know what I'm saying? We on that 25K subscriber grind. Just know that. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna pump out another video, man. We juiced. You know what I'm saying? You don't see me drinking that water, that H3O. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, make sure you subscribe to the channel like right now, man. Make sure you go check out my channel, man. Find some other videos you like, man. And we're going to keep running it up. It's your boy Fusion, man. We're going to get up out of here. Gone!
Damn. That what you doing? That what you doing? You cooking like that? Damn. That what you doing?